back. I know, you thought you saw the last of me doing Sims content, and yet, here we are. Well, welcome in. Today we're going to be starting off the Rags to Riches series that I want to do, where we look at various forms of making money in The Sims, and the best way to go about doing it. Today we will be looking at dumpster diving. A classic, a favourite, a true absolute beauty. We've got a sim. Let me show you the sim. She's called Tia Ritchie. She's a bit of a slay, if I do say so myself. I had great fun making her. Apologies, I probably should have made a video on it, but like Cass, I like Cass not that much. As you can see, she has no money. She has no house. This is gonna be a great start. We're not actually living in Evergreen Harbour at the minute, so she will have to travel there to do the dumpster diving. So if you don't know about dumpster diving in The Sims, it came with the Eco Lifestyle Pack, and therefore it's very easy to do in Evergreen Harbour. There are a number of dumpsters that you can dive into around that world. And I'm going to show you sort of like my favourite ways to go about it, I suppose. So for this, you're going to want to travel to Evergreen Harbour. Now this is a brand new save, so everything should be pretty much how you would expect. I always start by going to the waterfront here. It is the community space. It's just, for me, the best place to start. There are a couple others around as well. But let me show you how to do this. It does have a couple of traits on this lot as well, which make it really useful. You can ignore the glowing thing. Now, I tend to do dive for deals. You can dive for meals as well. That will help you find food. I just don't think it's as worthwhile. Are you trying to take my dumpster to dive in? It's mine. You can't have it. You can't have it. You're rich anyway. Why do you need it? Go away, Victor Fang. So, once it's empty, what have we found? Found a table. Nice. If there's anything in your inventory that you found that you think, it's not really worth selling, you can actually try your luck, throw it in the bin, and then that refills it so you can go again. It's a great little hack. But obviously you kind of got to weigh up the pros and cons. I ended up with 6 simoleons instead. Can you stop chatting? Ooh, well-travelled gallery wall. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Now all of those are decorative, but if you go over here, there's actually another dumpster. And people will annoy you slightly less over here as well. But it's worth doing the other one first, just because if people start jumping in it and you can't get a look in. Oh no, not the flies. You do have to be kind of careful of the flies because they might kill you. I know you smell. That has something to do with the getting in and out of a bin. She's really not happy about this. She absolutely reeks. Then I believe there is a third one over here. So you can actually get a fair bit done. Plus, because this is a bar here, you can go in and get food and drinks and use the toilet if you need to, which is very helpful. Especially in Rags to Riches where you've got nothing. Like, we have nothing at home. We can't shower or anything at home, so at least they've got a sink. It'll be very slow, but you can get your hygiene up. Wouldn't recommend it in real life. I don't think cleaning yourself in a public sink is really the way to go with it. But for Sims it's fine, you know, because for a life simulation game, it's not too realistic. Cool, so we have run out of things. Let me have a quick look actually. That one's worth 10. Oh, that one's worth quite a lot though. Ooh, okay, so what we'll do is we'll take this one because it seems to be worth the least. We'll put that back in and we're ready to go in. So the next thing to do is to go home. There's a couple of ways that you can do it once you actually have furniture items and things that you've got from the dumpster. If you're doing this as a challenge, if you're doing it by yourself, it's one thing. You can kind of choose which one you prefer to do. If you're going in some form of head-to-head with someone, if you're like challenging a friend, you need to discuss the rules on this. Because it can get a little bit iffy. So the reason you need to discuss with a friend if you're going to do this challenge what the rules are is because of one very simple thing. If I take this and I sell it, it's worth 125 simoleons. You can see that I will sell it for 125, but if I place it and then I pick it up and try to sell it, it's worth nothing because it's damaged. So you have to be very careful about how you want to do it. Some things will still be worth money once you place them, but if they're damaged, it's very different. You can, if you feel up to it, try and restore some of them. Not all of them you can fix though. Some of them will just sell for nothing. But if it's like a broken electronic, you can try and fix it. You'll get a handiness skill for your sim, which again can be helpful. It's a bit of a funny one. I, however, am playing by myself. I get to choose my own rules, and this right here, almost 4,000 simoleons for one day's worth of work, is why we love dumpster diving for rags to riches. I do, however, think that we may need to look after my sim's needs a little bit. So let's find her a tent. We don't need anything fancy. We can just go for a cheap one. So we'll go for a tent. We'll go for a cooling box. And we'll go for a pea bush. I can never remember what any of these are called. Do they all cost the same? They do. I'm going to go for this one because I really like the colour yellow. Put it away from everything else though, I think. That leaves us still with actually quite a bit of money. So what I'm going to do is build just a very small shelter. We may even be able to skip the tent stage here, which would be very nice. I'm not going to lie. The main thing we're going to want in this is a shower, so that our sim is less stinky, because sims don't like smelling, and sims especially don't like other sims that smell. They're not fans. We may actually be able to get a little bit of a house going here, which would be quite something. We don't even need the tent. We can go straight in. Oh, we don't have a door to the bathroom. That's on me. Now, one thing that I will suggest with this challenge is once you have the simoleons, you've got a little bit of a house going, and only once you've got a little bit of a house going, you can actually get your own dumpster. And you can put it on your lot and you can dive in it. You can dumpster dive in your own dumpster. And it shouldn't work. It shouldn't work, but for some reason, it does. It genuinely does. Now you'll notice to start with, it's empty. But our sim needs a clean. So we're going to go take a shower and then we're going to have a quick meal. Now, because she's had this quick meal, we don't have to wash it up. We can put it in the bin. At which point, I'm not kidding, all we've put in is the bowl that had some yogurt in it, and we can go diving for deals again. And that speeds up the process of dumpster diving a lot. Like an incredible amount. Although that wasn't particularly helpful. The one thing we are going to struggle with a little bit here is fun. It's not a top priority. We do have some simoleons left, so we probably could find something. A dartboard works. A dartboard works. Because what does every poor sim need in their house? So, start the new day, get your breakfast, chuck it in your bin, and then go once you've... Or don't, because the sim autonomously washed it up. So, new day. There are other places that you can find dumpsters, but they will all be within Evergreen Harbour because this is an eco-pack skill. But why don't we have a look at Sprucewood Square? Now, something else you can do is if you want to go into Wildlands, you can place down more dumpsters. That is a perfectly legitimate way of doing it. It is slightly cheating, but not really because it's within the game's mechanics, and so I think it counts. Not another rich sim going through the dumpster. The best way to get around this is to go and talk to them. They'll get distracted, and whilst they're distracted, you can discover that they've gotten everything out of it already. How rude. No, there's Nancy. Wait, how come Nancy can climb in it, but I can't? Also, Nancy, you're rich. You don't need to go dumpster diving. But there is now a pile of rubbish on the floor. Which means we can bin it and then go diving. More parts? Well, we found some simoleons, I think. Maybe. Yeah, we did. And we got some blue dye, which we could throw out. It's worth 70 simoleons. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to take the risk. I think it's worth it. We've got another dye. Oh, we got the blue dye back again. Nancy, get out of my bin. No! Go diving! Go diving! Go diving! There we go. These sims must hate her. She must be so smelly. Found a bike? Don't mind if I do. I'll take a bike. Can you please just keep going? Oh, Getting Young TV stand. Oh, we found a chair as well. Okay, she needs a toilet now, so we'll let her do that. Can we put that back in the bin? No, so we're going to have to sell that one. But hey, 50 simoleons is 50 simoleons. It's rags to riches, everything helps. Who are you? Why are you bothering me? I'm trying to find good things in the bin. Oh! I think that's a nice piece of art. That's one of the more expensive ones, right? She's being chatted up by this guy while she's just trying. He just stood there talking to us while we kept diving into the bin. Maybe he was just checking we were okay? I don't know. It's very strange. Oh, it's not as nice a piece of art as I thought it was. Maybe I just use it a lot. Maybe that's why I thought it was nice. I feel like I probably do use it quite a lot. Oh, that's not bad though, the bed. Get nice and clean. And then have some cereal. Why not? She's definitely lacking on fun. She's very angry. I'm gonna grab that bowl and chuck it in the bin. It's time to send her diving for dills again. See, we threw a bowl. We threw a bowl in the bin and we get more dye out of it. Which again, that one's not worth a lot, so I probably would just use that to reset it. It's amazing how these bins work. They just magically fill with things. Nope, okay. Ah ha ha ha! Again! Wait. Ooh, electronic upgrade part. Don't mind if I do. That might be all we can manage for today. Now, the one thing I will say about the cooler is that it's not the best method of keeping your sim fed. I have to be honest with that. No, before you sleep, I think you should just do one more round. Just one more round. I wish we would stop finding recycled materials, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely feel like you find better things at the other bins rather than on your own lot, but you can find good things on... Oh! Now that was worth finding. Apparently we can keep going. How much more are we gonna find? Oh! That's a plant that I like using. I like using that plant a lot. And now we're done. Do you know what? I'll take the 60 on this one. I think she just really needs some sleep because it is 2:30 in the morning. I'm definitely never awake at 2:30 in the morning. I don't want to talk about it. It's fine. Now, any good day in The Sims starts by taking care of your Sims' needs. And her fun just does not seem to want to go. Oh? We got earbuds. Rags to riches RNG. You gotta love it sometimes. I don't think, even in Rags to Riches, I don't think it's ever worth diving for meals. I think you're better off diving for deals and hoping that you get enough to at least buy a cooler. Now, we did just find this sofa, which is 1,200 simoleons. And that plant is another 45 as well. We're doing alright actually, we could probably have another upgrade to the house already. So, off of 2 days worth of dumpster diving, this is the house that we've already managed to get. No, it's nothing special, but it's 2 days worth of dumpster diving. That's not bad. Now, like I said, you can't actually edit the world if you want to. Again, if you're doing Rags to Riches challenge with a friend, you're going to want to discuss this with them first. This will probably go against any rules, but if you're doing it just for yourself, there's absolutely nothing stopping you from just placing extra bins. Because if you do that, you can just come to the lot and go from bin to bin. If you're playing by yourself, what rules are you breaking? This is something that will completely depend on any challenges that you're doing. So if you're doing some form of legacy where it says that you can't edit the world, you shouldn't. But at the same time, this is your gameplay, and you get to decide how you want to do it. If you want to stick to the world as it's built, stick to the world as it's built. If you're happy with changing elements of the world, change elements of the world. It's your game, and you should do it however it's going to be the most fun for you. So if we now go back to Evergreen Harbour, this lot here, the waterfront, it's got 5 bins on it. So let's see what we can do with 5 bins, plus 2 others in the section of the world that we can access if we need to. And hopefully this means that even when other people start rummaging through the bins, we can still get to one. That one's done, so we move on to the next bin. Oh, we found some good stuff already. You know, we're not doing so bad, and we're already 3 dumpsters in. We've still got 2 more to even start diving through. This is definitely worth doing. But again, if you are playing it against a friend, make sure that you discuss any rules like this first. I have a horrible feeling she's going to have bladder failure. Okay, we've gone through all the dumpsters. We've emptied each dumpster once. Let's go home, let her use the toilet, and see what we actually managed to find. I have a feeling, so we've started with 844 simoleons. That's what we had when we went into this. Well, that's not what we had when we went into this, because we also found some simoleons in, but before we even sell anything. 844 simoleons. Right, let's have a look through build mode, see what we've got in the household inventory. You know, this doesn't look bad. Also, Schmapple oven. Don't mind if I do. Now, if you were going around placing everything, it might not work as well. I'm interested to see... See, it's not in great condition, but even with that rule, you get 6,500 simoleons from it. So it's definitely not all bad. Oh, that's a nice fridge. Should we swap it with the fridge that we've got? I think we should. It's broken. But we can fix it. I'm almost tempted to put these out front. They're kind of cute. Plus, we've still got 16,000 simoleons. 16,000. Right, we can repair this. So as long as we don't electrocute ourselves, we've just got a higher quality fridge out of that. So that's the other thing with dumpster diving, is you can actually try and furnish your house with things that you found in the dumpster. It won't be easy if you try and do it like that, but it is possible. Plus, you end up with rubbish that you can throw away into your bin. And then go diving for deals on your own lot. Just pop the plate in the bin as well. I feel like at this point we kind of need to make a friend. Now there are some people who have tried to talk to us while we've been diving through dumpsters. This guy seemed very... It's 2:30 in the morning. He's not going to hang out. Okay, we're being invited to hang out. That's not bad. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go hang out. See if there is someone famous at the lounge. Probably not. Well, I mean, first generation Sims, I might know who it is. Plus, we can make a friend. Of course, it's Judith Ward. I'm not interested in Judith Ward. Does anyone actually like Judith Ward? Genuine question. Because I see a lot of Judith Ward hate and slander online. So I'd be interested to know if anyone does in fact like Judith Ward. Oh, someone's passed out her feet. Okay, this is good. We're actually starting to get the social to go up now. Sometimes taking care of Sims needs isn't great. What I will say is you can take care of both fun and social if you have a Sim to woohoo with. Do with that information what you will. Okay, now that the social's up, it's already 3 o'clock. I feel like this is a good time to go home. We can just dumpster dive our own bin, continue looking after our needs, and then we can always go back to Evergreen Harbour tomorrow. Oh, that's it? That's all we get? Oh, I forgot to sell all the things that were in here. Okay, well we can open a Simi capsule. I'm not complaining. So certain things we can't put in the bin, like all of this won't go in the bin, but we can just outright sell it. Some of these, it's worth 60, 70. Those are worth quite a bit. Those ones, not so much. So what I might do is just sell all of these. And then we can just... We got it. Why is there an oven in our bin? Just out of curiosity. How did that happen? How did that happen? Sims logic. The bin is full. It's full. Let's go. I hope we can find some more good things. I still would love to know why there was an oven in our own bin. Nope, we're out. It's 8 o'clock at night, Mortimer. What do you want? What did we actually find? We got a doll's house worth 260. We found 2 ovens. Why did we find 2 ovens in our own bin? We're already almost up to 20,000 simoleons, and that doesn't include the worth of the house. So in less than an in-game week, we managed to get ourselves up to what a sim would start with. And then some. Okay, it's time to go to sleep. I think we'll do one... Sir! I am trying to sleep. Why are you still in my house? Go home! It's gone midnight! Your wife is probably wondering where the hell you are. Sir, it is 1 AM. Okay, so if we have her use the toilet, we can have her have eggs and toast. I'm sure we can spare the 4 simoleons. And then we're going to do one last day of dumpster diving. And again, I'm going to go around those 5 dumpsters and see what we can get from it. Oh, shit! Oh, where... That... I would prefer it if we didn't die. Well, I'd love to say I didn't see that coming. But this is The Sims. I should have seen it coming. Look, I know you're stressed, but I'm going to need you to go make some more money jumping into bins. Thank you very much. Once again, we're just going to go around literally all of the bins and just as many times as we can. Empty them out. This guy's really just gonna try and talk to me while I'm head first in the bin. Okay, so now that we've been through all of these dumpsters again, let's head home. Final haul. See what we got. And how much we've actually managed to make from this. So, we've got a few dies, a postcard, and some repair parts. 610 simoleons on that. Plus, we found these. That's not bad. So we have ended up with 24,685 simoleons, not including the cost of the house and replacing the oven because we tried to burn it all down. But beside that, dumpster diving still holds up for me as one of the most effective and easiest methods to use in Rags to Riches in The Sims. And I think this really proves that point. Next time we're going to look at something different. I will be going through and doing a series of these. If you have any requests of specific Rags to Riches methods that you would like to see in The Sims, drop them down there. I'm going to be continuing with the same sim. We'll build the house. I'll probably end up building that a little bit, working on the house a little bit. Now that we have some money, I'll work on the house a little bit. And next time, I think we'll take a trip to Salvadorada and have a look at how to run through the temples, because personally, that's my favourite way of doing it. Be sure to like the video if you liked it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell so you can be notified of when I release new videos. I'll be making lots of content, not just Sims related, but yeah, new home for my Sims content. No longer on Twitch, exclusively on YouTube. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!